this is just a mixtape.
Hello, this is a prepaid collect call from...
You are watching a master at work.
Can I make my phone call?
Who are you gonna call?
Huh?
Who are you gonna call?
Jesus.
These last 2 months has been a huge testament to faith. It has really put me in the hot seat to confirm if I'm a believer of Christ or am I a fake? Am I being lukewarm? Am I just doing this for show? Is this a character that I am going to wear in this stage of my life? I've worn so many different characters. I've played so many different roles. Is this just another role that I'm playing, or is this embedded? Is this who I am now? Am I going to consistently pick up my cross? Am I going to be bold for Christ? Am I going to answer the call as Jesus is calling? And I had to learn the difference between faith and sight, and that pseudo belief of what sight, how it pairs with. Am I going to see these things happen in my life and finally believe? Or I'm going to trust that God has a plan, He has a will. Am I going to keep diligent to what He's calling me to do? Or am I going to falter and waver because something gets hard or I struggle? I left my job that I've had for 3 years since I've been on the Central Coast, and it put me in a world of uncertainty. I haven't had a consistent paycheck in 2 months. It's been a constant upheaval of our lives to not have this certainty or assurance that this is going to get paid or this is going to happen for us, or it's been this ever constant worry. But it's also been God reminding me and putting me at the stake to say, are you going to practice what you preach? A huge part of the ministry, a huge part of what I coach these kids is that faith, that you have to have faith, that you have to pair that with work, that you have to believe, that you have to put in the work paired with the faith in order to produce good fruits. That if you want to go far in this sport or in this life, you're going to have to put in the work and have this unwavering faith to believe that even when you cannot see it, that it's going to happen. And that was God treating me how and expecting me this and giving me that same energy that I expect from the kids. He was putting me through that. Yes, you left your job. Yes, you haven't had a paycheck in 2 months. Yes, the bills are going to keep coming. But are you going to put your faith in me? Are you going to trust me? Are you going to continue to worry? Are you going to continue to fear? Are you going to continue to falter back to old ways to where you're going to go borrow money and get yourself more in debt? Are you going to go out here and sell this or that and not trust in my word? And I've had to wrestle. I've had to fight. And I've really had to go into this isolation, to this solitude, into this sort of clarity within myself. It's like I have to trust God. I have to put my trust in Him. It is a scary situation, mate. I have 2 daughters. I have a wife. I have children who come to me for coaching and mentoring. But eternally, you're going through such anxiety and such worry, like, how am I going to get through this day? And I kept hearing God confirm who He is. Yes, I haven't had a paycheck in 2 months. but our bills have consistently been paid. Some late, but they get paid. We have petrol in our car. There's food on the table every night. There's clothes on our back. We have enough to take care of what we need to take care of. Our daughters are fine. And I had to learn that I've miscarried and done so mistrustworthy things with the things that God has bestowed to me in the past, that now I have to not prove myself, but I have to, in a sense, I have to get back into where I can be held accountable to be like, can you be trusted with this, son? Can you handle this responsibility? Can you handle a football ministry? Can you handle what's going to come with that? And I thank God for the struggles. I thank God for those anxious moments. I thank God for the fear of who He is, rather than the fear of who the devil wants me to believe that He is, or the adversary. The adversary wants me to continue to worry, to be like, how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to do that. But God wants me to cast His worries, my worries, onto Him, to believe, to trust, to have faith. Even when we cannot see it happening, God is always working. Jesus wins.